Playing piano like that at that speed and keeping up with the bass and drums is pretty. That's pretty insane to me.
It is time.
Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Jams Reacts. Today we have RJB from Osiris Media, and we're going to be listening to GoGo Penguin. They're a jazz-based band featuring that does electronica, trip-hop, jazz, very aesthetic melodies. This is their song Hopopono, which is off of their album V 2.0, which was released March 2014. This is GoGo Penguin. Yeah, their drummer's just like unreal. Mm-hmm. Absolutely unreal.
I remember the last song, they were really good.
This reminds me of their newer stuff too. At least how it's starting. But I know it's gonna get.
Oh, it's
gonna get lit.
Love the sound of his piano.
Yes, that piano has such a good tone to it.
Where are these guys from? Like, what's their story?
Manchester, England.
They still playing?
Oh yeah.
Yes, they actually gained a lot of notoriety by being on a Tiny Desk concert.
Those triplets on the drums, it's cool.
I like the monochrome choice also with the music video.
That's good. Love that transition.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, it's super punchy. I thought that was a keyboard bass.
Me too.
At first.
This is where we pause the song. RJ, what do you think?
It's great, man. I mean, I love jazz and I love acoustic jazz. I just, it reminds me because I just saw that Medeski Martin Wood is playing again soon. It immediately
Oh, definitely.
Makes me want to see more of that. I mean, the playing piano like that at that speed and keeping up with the bass and drums is pretty. That's pretty insane to me.
Yeah, I like how they blend like that electronica, kind of go back to that trip hop style from like the late 90s, early 2000s, and it kind of reminds like the piano always reminds me of Philip Glass. Like I listen to a lot of Philip Glass. Radiohead got me into Philip Glass because I'm like, what else sounds like this? And I'm like, oh wow, did they like take a lot of their piano stuff from Philip Glass? And I start listening to this, and I'm like, this is kind of like Philip Glass, and so I really think that's great. Kind of has that cool break beat kind of thematic kind of sound to it.
Every time we bring GoGo Penguin on the show, they never fail to impress. It's just really good. And as a pianist myself, like playing like the arpeggios and just going up and down and keeping
it's hard.
Keeping
Your
time
fingers
like that is crazy.
hurt to do that.
You're spot on with that, RJ. It's definitely like that.
Yeah, and also one thing is, I don't know if they're doing it in this show, but one thing that their piano player does is you notice how he's playing the type of piano where the strings are like right in front of him.
Yeah.
He'll put tape on half of the piano strings so that when he's playing it, it gives it this really unique distinct, like staccato sound. I just love how they're jazz oriented but forward minded. You know, it's great.
They're really cool.
Yeah, Nick Blaka on the bass, really doing a fabulous job holding it all together, honestly.
Do these guys like? Do they play in other bands, or is this like their main thing?
Their main thing.
Yeah, I think they're not one of those bands that they're all in a million side projects. They seem to just focus on this one. I like how the drummer's kind of bringing it in bringing it in tight.
And they return right back to where they started.
Dude, I love
So
when
good.
bands do dynamics like this, you know, because it's so hard to do it in a
Well,
live
not only that,
setting.
it really feels like it's telling a story instead of just like
Instead of
sounds,
just exactly, it's so easy to be pretentious when you're doing things like this, you know, and it's awesome that they're able to do, you know, a nice melody like that, but it feels like something that needed to be said rather than something that they're just saying because they can. Right.
Like I'm not. That is their old drummer. They have a new drummer that just started this last year, and actually I think they're on tour right now.
Yeah, they just
yeah.
released a new album, so they're touring in because of that.
Right now I
album.
think it's in the UK, and then they're going to start heading out.
Yeah, they play it all over. So you've never heard of them before, RJ?
No, they're new. They're a new addition, but they will be. I want to check them out. When you guys proposed this, you know, and like told me the format, I'm like, so much music in the world, and I took a much more mainstream pop approach because we can talk about it, but just there's so much good stuff out there, and every time I hear something new, I realize how little I know. You know.
I was gonna say, RJ, me doing the show with these two guys here, I come from like a pop vocal background, and just being on the show and listening to other people's music, such as guests or even just Mike and EJ, same thing. I was like a world of music that I didn't even know existed, and like GoGo Penguin is a good example. I only heard them because of the show.